Stuttgart at home to Heidenheim. Sebastian Hoeneß takes on Frank Schmidt, the absolute legend of Heidenheim. Let's get some quotes. There's old Hoeneß. We're expecting an intense and aggressive opponent. It's a very important game for both teams. A robust approach, an intense style of play. We have to push ourselves to the limit. And there's old Frank. VfB Stuttgart. They're a team that like to control the game. They enjoy playing with the ball and try to find solutions. You can never tell. Is this a direct quote? Sorry. You can never tell exactly whether they'll pass inside or outside, or who plays in which position. They're simply variable. I like that. Sounds like it's been lost in translation. Recently, however, they've also conceded a goal or two. That's cheeky, little dig there, Frank. I like that. That should, of course, be encouraging, because that's where we've been struggling recently. There you go, right? There's a comment. And just before we get into it, you love the mascot. He's not there now, is he? Where has he gone? There he is, look. Fritzl, the old crocodile. Now, if Elton John was into Bundesliga, he'd be going to watch Stuttgart, wouldn't he? Because there's Crocodile Rock. I'm not sure if they play that on the PA. I certainly would, yeah. Probably only get a one-game contract, but yeah. There's one for Elton John. Old Fritzl, the mascot, who's been there since 1992. Look at that. Found on Necker Beach. Far away is on Necker Beach. Far away. Oh, you can't get demonetised for bad singing, can you? Anyway, Stuttgart. Let's get to it. There's the teams. Do we need to make that bigger? No, we can all see that. That's all good. Alexander Nübel on loan from Munich. And I did read in the week, it was on X, so take it with a pinch of salt, that it's likely that he won't be recalled by Munich, so he'll be at Stuttgart for next season too. They've gone with a back four, which is the old Swiss-Greek Leondis Sturger at right back, Maxi Mittelstadt at left, Finn Yeltz, he's got a bright future ahead alongside Big Jeff. What do they call him? Not the fridge. Yeah, that was on a commentary, by the way. Sorry, Stuttgart against Werder Bremen, and one of the commentators made the comment that Big Jeff's, he's a double fridge, isn't he? You know, because that's what he's saying it about a big lad. He looks like a fridge. Well, Big Jeff's a double fridge. Smeghead. That's going to get lost in translation. Anyway, the midfield then is Enzo Milo, who's a potential transfer target for Bayer Leverkusen, alongside Atakar Karizar, Angelo Stiller and Christian Furyk. And up front we've got Nick Woltemade, would make a brilliant foil for Harry Kane at Bayern Munich. Clip that. Yeah, you can take that receipt off us. He's playing up front alongside Ermarine Demirovic, who does feature on the goal involvement tally. Look, he's all the way down in 22nd. In 19 starts, 11 of which have been sub. He's got 13 goal involvements, and they're all his, right? They're all his personal goals, so he's as selfish as they come in the old Bosnian and Herzegovinian striker, and Demirovic. And then we'll look at Heidenheim, another Muller in goal. It's a back three of Manka, Gimber, Seberzalin. We've got a midfield of no relation to any other Traores, Dorsch, Schoppner and Beck, and young Kratzik on loan from Bayern Munich. And up front it's Sir Lord Conte with the Pyringer. There's your potential two side starting 11s. As for the form, Stuttgart, well, it's been, it's fortuitous that they had a great first half of the Bundesliga, especially those opening 7 games where they really put some good runs together. Good run again when we came back after the winter break, but of late it's been a struggle, it's been a stutter. They were a fantastic team for scoring the go-ahead goal, but they, for some reason, they can't keep hold of that lead. Now, they did lose the Japanese Ito, right? Ito went to Bayern Munich, and that was a massive loss, because he was right at the heart of that Stuttgart defence. So, yeah, they've got some great foundations. They've got a very young squad, a lot of A lot of big expectations for next season. Don't forget, this is a team that finished second in the Bundesliga last season, got in the Champions League, and as we've talked about with many teams, the likes of Heidenheim and Hoffenheim, trying to balance playing in 3 competitions, the Bundesliga, the DFB Pokal, and the Champions League, with the standard and the travel that's involved. It feels like that's hurt Stuttgart. And they've got the cash, they've got the talent. It feels like with a few more defensive signings, Sebastian Hoeneß will have quite an impressive Stuttgart team on his hands for next season. As for Heidenheim, well, at one point there were 3 games unbeaten, which included 2 wins on the bounce. Then Buendia, ex-Aston Villa, broke their hearts with that late winner. Then they got dumped just 3-0 by the Eagles, by Frankfurt, by Attila and co. And then smashed by Munich, which in all fairness could have been 5, 6, 7, 8-0 if Michael Elise had a right foot. I keep banging that drum. He's still an incredibly talented player. 53 million euros all they paid, Crystal Palace. Yeah, stick that in your in your pipe and smoke it. As for the table, well, Stuttgart, I think it's a faint, we agreed on an earlier video that it's a faint dotted line above their choices, their hopes, their aspirations for Europe. They are in a final, though, aren't they? They are in the DFB Pokal final against Liga 3 side Arminia Bielefeld. And if they win that, then we'll get into the Conference League playoff, which is fantastic. It's still European football. As for Heidenheim, destiny calling, yeah, their destiny is going to be that playoff relegation game, which could well be against Magdeburg, because Magdeburg are currently 3rd in the Zweite Bundesliga, and that would be their opponent. As for a prediction then for this game to see us home, what do you reckon then, Gonzo? Stuttgart Heidenheim, it's the game on Freitag. You going 2-1, are you? Yeah, okay, I'll go along with that. 2-1 Stuttgart at home with at least 1 goal from Nick Woltemade. How's that? How do you like them apples? What do you think? Do you agree? Have you got a different take on it? Let us know in the comments down below.